If we may please recall, Eva, that how we had started this journey and
Mm-hmm.
coined this mission entrepreneurship and mission innovation time for our women folks from around the world. So all of you can
Yeah.
see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah. So now we have got our home of Me, My Services to Humanity around multiple countries as mentioned here in Africa, Asia, Europe, and Oceania now. Uh, I'm just going to make this presentation within few minutes time, and eventually we will come to this point of discussion around this session objective, that how to embrace our women folk from around the world in this complete mission and movement which is going on in different continents through our academies and chapters. One and two, how can we enable our women folk to be a bridge between the global education system and global economic order by creating millions and billions of entrepreneurial and employment opportunities to develop a check on the ongoing joblessness, challenges of joblessness, jobs gap, and social inequalities. This is very much possible what we are working towards. However, if we get our blessings of our women folk from around the world, and if they join hands with us to, to enable our society, our families, our nation through education and through economic tools to nurture human potential and enable them to reach out to dignified livelihood solutions and upgrade from there to the level of wealth creation for themselves, for the society, and for the nation. This journey started way back 7, 8 years back when we started the operations, when we found that the education has become a business around the world. Then what we did, we created this school of business where we started transforming most of these small businesses into institutions of knowledge creation and economic powerhouses. This is this is an institution where most of us are associated with this as a part of this institutional journey. It's not my job. It's my responsibility. I'm accountable towards my society, towards my nation, towards the global village, to enrich it, empower our human resources, our women resources, and make them a part and parcel of our this journey. This is the problem statement, which is what we are trying to address around the world within a time span of 1 decade, starting from 2025 to 35, wherein we have to fill in the gap of 800 million jobs by providing these kind of jobs through different several types of entrepreneurial and employment opportunities to our people and population in the emerging and developing economies, while not leaving least developed countries as mentioned by International Monetary Fund or United Nations or World Bank. And we have to cater to the employment needs and jobs needs of our population, who are basically a part and parcel of the developing and emerging economies of the world. We have got well defined 10 goals to be achieved, which is not possible to be achieved without the cooperation and collaboration with women folks like each one of you, and main folks, of course. They are going to be an integral part of this complete mission and movement. So we have to nurture mass entrepreneurial and employable talents by reaching out to the neighborhood through our technology platform of Diet AI, by imbibing best practices of businesses, and training our people from around the world to be a part of our global adaptability training and employment program, and avail this startup scholarship program, startup talent exchange program, and become a part of this journey. so that we are able to create international and global startup and small business ecosystem. We are able to work in different sectors through our in-house shark tanks and funding bodies, which is what we are trying to work on. And this is where we want to have women folks coming in, joining us, being a part of our journey as a key stakeholder, so that we can also play a role of a corporate social responsible person or individual social responsible person by contributing towards our startup scholarship program or startup talent exchange program. Eventually, all these goals are going to be meeting the needs of poor, middle class, and micro, small, and medium enterprises, strengthening the global economy. And our objective is to create an egalitarian global village through equal opportunities in tandem with the passion, performance, potential, and aspirations of every individual. This is the lifelong learning cycle of our institution, where each one of us are a part of this mission entrepreneurship and mission innovation movement as a social imaginer, ideator. We become an employable workforce. We are an investor by default. The day you join this community, you become a default investor. You are a coach. And of course, eventually, everyone, each and every member of our community is a brand ambassador. What are we achieving out of these services, and what are we extending to our community around the world through collaborative innovation and social technology? Is that we are strengthening the entrepreneurial and employable traits amongst ourselves to get an access to our livelihood opportunities and solutions available around us, and to upgrade ourselves to the next level of wealth creation for self, society, nation, and for the global village. There are so many opportunities of lifelong learning within the ecosystem of Indian Academy of Entrepreneurship. Through this organization structure, you will see that which all of the places where we have got a space for every woman member and a male member of our community. Anyone or everyone can join us and be a part of this in tandem with, again, I keep repeating these statements and these key words of our institution, that is in tandem with passion, performance, potential, and aspiration level. And this is where Women on Board, that is WOMB, plays a key role. This advisory board generally has 5 of these arms based on action, research, and innovation. We take any action around in the world to start any startup or a small business. Everything or anything, any action of ours are 100% compliant with the international and local laws of the land. Eventually, we need funding and we need to keep our organization compliant, our people healthy, happy, and working productive through our fiduciary arm of the advisory board. Branding and marketing helps us in 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 positioning ourselves on the global platform as a body, as an institution, which is working towards creating millions and billions of entrepreneurial and employment opportunities. And of course, last but not least, is the digital innovation and entrepreneurial talent group. That AI is the model or AI solution, which is what we are working on. And we have already started scouting for women, children, men from around the world to join our Diet AI solutioning program and organization, which will have its global headquarters here in India, either in Mumbai or in Delhi or in Hyderabad or Bangalore. So eventually you see this impact institution has been bringing in so much of opportunities and solutions with us, where we have set up certain guidelines and certain benchmarks to be achieved within a time span of 5 to 10 years time. So every academy, whichever part of the world we have our academy, has to have minimum USD 50 to 100 million US dollar worth startup within that campus. And in proportion to the same, we have to generate employment opportunities for all our population and we, my community members, to extend them desired level of livelihood solutions. However, we follow the policy of zero tolerance in terms of any kind of or reservation or what you call segregation or division in welcoming people to be a part of our this venture. And all these selection of people, not selection, basically the fitment of people is taken care by our assessment qualification and fitment center, which will ascertain that who fits into which function, like the person has the entrepreneurship traits to be imbibed or to be trained as an entrepreneur right at this stage, or the person needs to be trained more to be an employable resource for within our ecosystem for a little while, and thereafter the person can be upgraded to the level of entrepreneurial uh, asset of the community. These are the sectors where we have got all our startups who are floated around the world: agriculture, food processing, livestock, business consulting, defense and security, education, which is where we have already rolled out some of these programs, very non-conventional entrepreneurship, innovation, and employability based are non-academic programs in and around the world. And this is what we are about to roll out here in India through our shadow startups to be set up here in India very soon. Fashion and luxury. We are in the process of setting up our financial inclusion centers in the form of a fund or a bank or an NBFC. We have already started our export and import business, trading business from different parts of the world. And we are about to set up our shadow startup here in India now. Healthcare industry, infrastructure mining, and show business media are very important startups where we have already started working, and we are welcoming each one of you, everyone, to join these ventures, be a part of it, and help us to create more and more ripple effect through creating different small startup businesses or startups or employment opportunities. So eventually you will see what we have done as of now, Eva and other members here, just to give you an update that since 2022, when we started our operations in around the world, we started on a commitment that we would try our level best to provide you an ecosystem where you can be a part of that ecosystem and help us to strengthen our socio-economic fabrics in any part of the world. And that is where the world's very first school of business has started transforming businesses, small businesses, startups into institutions of knowledge creation and economic powerhouses, and which is what is helping us to address global sustainability development challenges of joblessness, jobs gap, and social inequalities. So that is where we have been requesting, and we would be working very closely with any state, national, or international bodies to embrace and to incorporate education, entrepreneurship, and employability as a part of the fundamental human rights, so that each individual or human being is able to earn his or her livelihood in tandem with one's passion, potential, performance, and aspiration level. And we create a very peaceful and prosperous global village where we stay together, live together peacefully and progressively. Thank you. Thanks all. So this is where it becomes a bridge. The School of Business has become a bridge and it is going to be a bridge between world's education system and world's economic order. And that is where we welcome all the women folks today on this auspicious day of International Women's Day to be a part of this mission, which has already become a movement by now. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. So now I'm going to stop sharing this, and I would welcome your thoughts around uh, these concepts what we have been talking about, and which have already become, most of these concepts today have become a practicing tool in the hands of everyone whomsoever we are associated with in whichever part of the world. Most welcome to, and I had shared, fortunately I had shared all the presentations, this presentation with all of you. So I need inputs from all our women experts and leaders here to help us uh, uh, understand that how can we embrace our women folk and welcome them and make our complete systems and processes very, very conducive to the women folks, in order to award them, reward them, and in order to learn from them and their experiences. Like Dr. Meenakshi Thorat, who is there. She is a professor, she's an academician, she is a development professional, she is a post trainer. Dr. Gurminder Rawal, she is an NLP practicing psychologist, a teacher, an educator, and women like Eva from South Africa, who has been there with us since the day we started this journey. So please, over to all you ladies, and anyone or everyone can please, you are most welcome to contribute towards these two objectives and help us strengthen our institution. Thank you.
Greetings, everybody. A warm welcome from South Africa to each and every one of you. Happy International Women's Day. So I have to go first. My apologies on that, just in case I get cut off, because we're not experiencing very good weather in South Africa at the moment. So, what I must say first and foremost, sir, thank you so much. I remember 2022 when we had a platform like this, and you asked each and everyone to give the input on what they think. And I came up with the me time. And you have never strayed from it. You have actually kept the theme of me, my, and for me. I'm very honored. I'm very proud. Up till this very day, I preach about me time. So just a little introduction, guys. I am the founder and CEO of the CD Hope Foundation. I'm a humanitarian. I'm a human rights global advisor and SGBV instructor. So I wear many caps. I do a lot of counseling, motivation workshops in our country, and I do it through social media. So one thing I've realized is with women, we have the potential to do anything we can put our mind to. So I'm constantly motivating people on my live stream. I am motivating women, especially, to give of the best, because I strongly believe each of us are born with a talent and we can put our talent to good use. We have our education behind us. We have so many social ills that also bind women against progressing in life, against working. We have patriarchal rule that still happens in various countries, and then inequality that happens, towards women. But we always say women to rise up. We also have a global pandemic that I'm very passionate about, and that is GBV. In so many countries on another global platform, women are keeping quiet in this century, this day and time. There's so much of information out there. There is so much of help for everybody. But for some reason, the global stats is still so high because this is a global pandemic. Then we also have food insecurities, what I do through my foundation. Um, We speak about that. We speak about self-sustenance. How do we assist our women? Which way can we plant their feet on a solid rock and tell them you are able, you are capable, you are worthy, you are more than enough. So I've also started an initiative on behalf of my foundation where I said this entire year, my theme is going to be called Me Time. And I have realized that each of us, we live routine lives, sometimes like mundane duties in life that we go through. We forget, and mostly women, to take care of ourselves. And I used an example on one of my live streams, and I did say, come December, when it's a season time, it's holiday for everybody, it's a religious celebration. But everybody that goes on holiday, schools close, work closes, everybody is on that happy mode, happy time. But everybody looks to the mother of the home. The mother's job is never done. She has to be there 24/7, take care of her family, and do the same cycle, routine cycle, day in and day out. Where is the time for her? Who is asking, are you okay? Do you need to